Dajia Hao, as they say in China. Welcome to another video on Prime Sharking. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I actually tried to do one a couple weeks ago, but had a little mishap, and then I just got on a roll with my other content creation. So hopefully, it won't take that long to get another one out after I do this one. And this one's a little different. Again, not really focusing on Amazon Prime, just something I noticed the other day that I thought people would be interested in. So I've been getting this email. This is like the what was the Black Friday special for Hulu and Disney. So there wasn't really anything special about this past Black Friday. Normally it was like 99 cents for Hulu. That was really cool. But Disney Plus, this with ads, they just had too many ads, I thought. So I didn't sign up for Hulu. I ended up doing like a free month with another email, but I didn't keep it. But I ended up using this promotion the other day because I wanted to watch the new Avatar movie and it just got released on Disney Plus. And even though I feel like they got way too many ads on Disney Plus, I figured I could deal with it. I could get Hulu for another month or so, and then be able to watch the new Avatar movie for just 4.99. Maybe cancel it after the first month or two. So I went ahead, signed up for this promotion, and I'm in Vietnam still, so had to use my Surfshark VPN to access the platform, access Disney Plus, and I got a pretty pleasant surprise. It seems like Surfshark is blocking the ads on Disney Plus. So I should start off by saying, I started watching Avatar, which was a little disappointing. The first hour was pretty boring, but the last 2 hours got a lot better. But anyway, I go to watch the new Avatar movie, Ash and Fire, and I start off by um, checking to see how many commercial breaks there would be. I was expecting like at least 10, but I was kind of surprised to see there was only like two. I think that may have been because the movie just got released on the platform and they want people to they want as many people as possible to watch it all the way through to the end. But what was interesting, I watched it and none of the commercials actually appeared. Like what would happen when it would get to that point on the status bar where there's a commercial break is it would kind of go black for like maybe like half a second and then it would go right back to the movie. So that was cool. And the only thing I could think of is Surfshark is blocking them, which it didn't used to do. I mean, I've had Disney Plus before, maybe there's like a movie, maybe when the last Avengers movie came out, things like that. Wanted to watch a movie, so I would get it for like a month, or there would be like some really good promotion. Like I think in their anniversary, they have like a promotion I might try out. But man, commercial breaks were just too frequent. But like I said, I watched Avatar all the way through, and none of the two commercial breaks showed up. Just got like that black screen. And then I also watched the new Fantastic Four movie, which I have to say I was really, really shocked by how good it was. I mean, maybe it was just because my expectations were so low. This is my first time watching it. Maybe if I watch it again, it won't be that great. But I thought that the way they portrayed Galactus was just absolutely perfect. There were a couple really absurd parts to it, but it seemed like it was really good. My first instinct was, man, that Matt Shackman, I think that's his name, the guy, I used to watch him when he was a little kid on Just the Ten of Us. But, I first felt like, man, he did a really good job directing. But then, I realized, I thought the same thing about Joss Whedon when the first Avengers came out, and then he kind of like didn't do such a great job on Age of Ultron, and they totally screwed up Justice League. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe it's just because he's working with Kevin Feige. Is that his name? Or, you know, it seems like directors are much better when they're directing Marvel movies. Even like when Sam Raimi did the sequel to Doctor Strange, I actually enjoyed that movie, and I really do not like most of Sam Raimi's movies. I actually liked Spider-Man 3. I thought that was the best one out of the first three, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. But didn't like his first two takes on Spider-Man. I know they were really successful and popular, but I didn't really enjoy them. And I always thought he was like an overrated movie, but I thought the second Doctor Strange movie was pretty good. But anyway, getting back to the Fantastic Four. So I was wondering if maybe for some reason the commercials were getting blocked because I was watching on my projector, because I actually, started watching the Fantastic Four kind of late at night and was only able to watch like the first hour. And I do have to say, like the first hour was a lot better than maybe the second hour. And also, I have to say, I forgot that, I also really loved the 1960s advanced technology that they did. I thought that was really great. But I have to say, I think this movie would have been much, much more successful and probably better if they had gotten John Krasinski and Emily Blunt to play Mr. and Mrs. Fantastic, even though I'm not really a big fan of Emily Blunt either. But I really, really dislike Vanessa Kirby. And I thought the actors they got for Mr. Fantastic and Johnny weren't that great. I did like Ben Grimm, and then another thing, where was Alicia Masters? They had some, who was that chick? Like, I haven't really read comic books too much since 2000, but I don't know if that chick was a actual comic book character, but it seems like I was expecting to see Alicia Masters. But anyway, getting back to the Surfshark blocking the commercials, like, so I watched the first hour of Fantastic Four um on my projector, and it skipped over the commercials. Like again with Avatar, it would just have like a black screen for like half a second, which is much better than like a minute and a half or 2 minutes of actual commercials. But then I watched it, I watched like the second hour, like the next day on my TV, and the commercials did appear then. But then I watched some other videos on my TV and the commercials didn't show up. And like I started wondering to myself, like I saw like on the actual Disney Plus platform, it actually has access to all the Hulu content. Like you don't have to, like Hulu and Disney, they're still kind of separate, where Hulu still has its own platform. I hear that's going to be changing like within the next year, but as of right now, Hulu still has their own website that you go to, and I think there is some Disney content on there. But anyway, I noticed that pretty much all the Hulu content is available on the Disney Plus platform. So one of my favorite shows from when I was a kid that's on Hulu, not really directly on Disney Plus, is LA Law. So I decided to try watching that and see and check and see if the Hulu content on the Disney Plus platform, if the commercials would get skipped over watching it through the Disney Plus platform. I know there's probably a better way to say that, but I couldn't really think of anything, but hopefully you get my drift. So anyway, I found LA Law on the Disney Plus platform and I played it. And I think actually like one of the episodes, I've watched like the first three episodes of season one. First of all, I also have to say like the definition was much better. Like I noticed like a few years ago, they managed to get some of the episodes. They kind of like remastered them to high definition, but not all of them. Or did they? Maybe they did on Hulu. I noticed they first did that. Well, actually, what was it? I know, like, I'm kind of rambling, subject, I know, but there were like LA. I first started watching LA Law again, like maybe like 5 years ago when it came on Amazon Prime, but it was like missing some episodes. If I remember correctly, it left Prime and then came to Hulu, and it was like the episodes that were missing they had on Hulu, and I think like those episodes were like remastered into HD, but the other ones weren't. But watching the first three episodes of season one, they looked like they'd been remastered as well. So that was really cool. And I don't remember if it was the first episode or the second. I think one of those two had like a commercial, like at the very beginning, like before the episode actually started. But so far, that's been like the only really commercial break for the first three episodes that has happened. So even if Surfshark, I don't know for sure if this is Surfshark, uh, but I'm pretty sure it has to be because I don't have any other kind of really ad blocker on my Fire Stick. Like I say, I watch all my streaming through Fire Stick so I can access it using my Surfshark VPN because you can download Surfshark onto the Fire Stick, but I don't think you can do that. I've never had like a smart TV where you can do that with. So I use my Fire Stick. Yeah, I mean, if you stream directly through your computer, which you don't want to do because the quality is horrible, but of course, any ad blocker is going to block out ads. But yeah, it seems like if you stream Disney Plus on your Fire Stick and you have the Surfshark application downloaded, that it seems to be blocking out most of the ads. Um, and then I also started watching True Lies last night. There were no commercials. Skipped past all the commercials. And I started watching like the first episode of The Practice. You could also watch that through the Disney Plus platform, which is cool, which I didn't even know was available on, I don't think I knew that was available on Hulu. I know that it used to be. I know like The Practice is available on the American version of Amazon Prime, but I don't remember seeing it available on Hulu for a while. So I don't know if it just came back or what. But anyway, I watched like the first episode and that seemed to be remastered to HD and there were no commercials. I tested out a couple other movies. I kind of like watched the beginning. I think like I watched the beginning of the episode 9 of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, and there are no commercial breaks. I was able to start up no commercials, and I did the same thing with Freaky or Friday. So yeah, definitely might want to check that out. Try to look for this promotion. If you've ever had a subscription with Hulu, they're probably sending this to you constantly. Like I've been getting this email like a couple times a month ever since Black Friday, and here's the Surfshark website. You can't really see the Surfshark logo. I'm not like recording the whole screen because I wanted to block out some of my email details, but this is the offer they have right now, 249 a month plus 3 months extra. I think maybe you have to like get like a 2-year deal to get this price, but still, it's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm very, very happy that I'm able to watch the content on Disney Plus. I was just kind of keep it like probably like maybe a month or two at the most, but I might just keep it for the full 3 months if this keeps working. But also, like I said, Surfshark also gives you access to more content on Amazon Prime if you use different servers from different countries. And I will say, like an update on Amazon Prime, like uh, sometimes it kind of like takes a while for the VPN to take effect. Like when you like maybe first open up your Fire Stick, you try going to Amazon Prime right away, it'll say you're using a VPN, which is not allowed. Turn off your VPN. But if you just either try a different server or even just disconnect and then reconnect to the same server and just wait like a minute or two, and then you go back to Amazon Prime, then it will work. So, yeah, the link for Surfshark is in the description. I think that'll do it for this video. I'll try to make another one without too much time elapsing this time. So let me know what you think. If you try this out, let me know if you get like the same result with Disney Plus. You know, Disney Plus, it's kind of more like a lot of the movies aren't as intense, but like I said, on Disney Plus you can access all the Hulu content, which is really cool, and then get access to that without ads, even if you're on the ad-supported plan. Well, anyway, I've rambled enough. This video has already been much longer than I was hoping, so I'm going to end it here. Hope you all have a great day. I think I'm still looking for my first subscriber, but it's probably my fault for not doing more videos. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. As they say in China, 再见.